First you put your two knees close up tight, then you sway them to the left, then you sway them to the right. Step around the floor kind of nice and light, then you twist around and twist around with all your might. Stretch your loving arm right out in space, then you do the eagle rock with a style and grace. Swing your foot way round, then bring it back. Now that's what I call ballin' a jack. Around and twist around with all your might. Stretch your loving arm right out. Rock with a style and grace. Swing your foot way round and bring it back. Now that's what I call ballin' the jack.
Radnich.
I don't know why I had to drag all of these things out of you. If you're that versatile, why don't you do some of that stuff on your own show?
Well, I'll tell you why, Jack. To be honest, I'm too busy acting.
Acting? You call that stuff that you do sitting there behind that desk, you call that acting? What kind of acting is that?
Jack, you remember the last time you were on the show with me?
Yes.
Do you remember what you said or what we talked about?
I think I do.
Well, now, let me show you something. Now, as long as you went to all the trouble to bring my set here, why don't you go backstage, and I'll reintroduce you, and I'll recreate that portion of the last show when you were with me, and I'll show you what acting. Go backstage. I'll give you the regular introduction like I did.
Then you'll show me that you can act?
I'll show you exactly what I mean. Just go on backstage. Please. I'll give you the big introduction, then you come out and sit and we'll talk. Now, Jack thinks that I can't act. I don't have to on this show. But you see, what the audience doesn't realize half of the time is that, well, they don't know what I'm really thinking. You know, the thoughts that actually go through my mind when I'm talking to one of the guests. I'd like to show you what I mean by acting. Are you ready, Jack?
Okay.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I come to one of those rare moments that makes this entire program worthwhile to me. A chance to introduce one of the all-time greats of show business. A man who's not only talented, but tremendously versatile. And certainly one of the sweetest and most lovable individuals in all of show business. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Jack Benny. Look at him milk that applause. He's doing everything but curtsy. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank you, Johnny. I want to thank you for that wonderful, wonderful introduction.
Well, Jack, you certainly deserved it. Why should he thank me? He wrote it himself.
You know, Johnny, I came to New York to relax and see a few shows, and enjoy myself. Understand? And I was hoping I wouldn't have to make any personal appearances on television shows. And how you found out that I was in town, I'll never know.
Well, Jack, let's just say it was one of those happy accidents. Happy accident. He's been in town 3 days, called me 29 times.
Johnny, I'm sure you didn't ask me to come over here just to sit down, so what would you like to talk about?
Well, Jack, I don't think it makes any difference in the world. I think my audience would be interested in whatever you have to say. I think they'd hang on every word.
Well, all right, let's see. What shall I talk about? You know, I've had a lot of interesting experiences.
Oh, I hope he doesn't bore us with that story about what happened to him in Chicago.
Oh, I must tell you a story about what happened to me when I was playing at the State Lake Theater in Chicago.
Wonderful, Jack. Wonderful. You know, I never get tired of that story. I've heard you tell it at least a dozen times. Parties and benefits, and you do it so beautifully. Please tell it again. For this alone, I should get an Emmy.
Now, in order for you to appreciate the story, I have to read you a review I got on my act.
Oh.
You see, at the State Lake. I got it right here. Sometimes I carry it with me. Sometimes. You know.
That the review?
Yes. This is it right here. Oh, it starts on the other side.